If you're doing intermittent fasting to get healthier, what I'm about to share might shock you. Recent research suggests that some popular fasting methods could actually increase your risk of heart disease, and in some cases, dramatically so. But before you panic, let's dive into what this research really means. A major study presented at the American Heart Association's scientific sessions followed over 20,000 adults and found something startling. People who restricted their eating to just 8 hours per day, that's the popular 16 to 8 intermittent fasting method, had up to a 91% higher risk of dying from cardiovascular disease compared to those who ate across a typical 12 to 16-hour window. Now, that 91% number sounds absolutely terrifying, doesn't it? But here's where we need to pump the brakes and look at this more carefully. First, this research hasn't been peer-reviewed yet. It was just presented at a conference. That means other scientists haven't had the chance to scrutinize the methods and conclusions. This is what we call preliminary data, and it's far from the final word. Second, this was an observational study, which means it can show associations but can't prove that fasting actually caused the increased heart disease risk. Think of it this way. People who do extreme fasting also have other lifestyle factors that explain these results. Third, the study didn't account for what people were actually eating during their eating windows. Were they cramming in processed junk food? Were they getting proper nutrition? This matters enormously, because how you fast might be more important than when you fast. Here's what makes this even more complex. Dozens of other studies have shown potential benefits of intermittent fasting. Research has linked it to improved insulin sensitivity, weight loss, reduced inflammation, and yes, even better heart health in some populations. A 2019 review in the New England Journal of Medicine highlighted how intermittent fasting can improve several cardiovascular risk factors. Another study from 2020 found that time-restricted eating helped people lose weight and lower their blood pressure. So we're looking at conflicting evidence here, which is actually pretty common in nutrition science. The human body is incredibly complex, and what works for one person might not work for another. Now, if you are doing intermittent fasting, there are some risk factors worth paying attention to. The new study found that the increased risk was particularly pronounced in people who already had existing heart disease or cancer. Poor food quality during eating windows is a major concern. If you're breaking your fast with ultra-processed foods, sugary drinks, or massive portions, you're potentially doing more harm than good. Timing also matters. Your body has natural circadian rhythms, and eating very late at night or skipping meals entirely for long periods might disrupt these important biological processes. Your genetics play a role too. Some people are naturally better at handling longer periods without food, while others might experience stress responses that could impact heart health. Age, existing health conditions, medications, and even your stress levels all factor into how your body responds to fasting. So what's the bottom line here? If you have any existing heart conditions, diabetes, or other chronic health issues, definitely talk to your healthcare provider before starting any fasting regimen. Don't just dive in based on what you've seen on social media. If you're healthy and want to try intermittent fasting, focus on the quality of your food just as much as the timing. Make sure you're getting proper nutrition and not using fasting as an excuse to eat poorly during your eating windows. And remember, we need more research before we can draw definitive conclusions. Science is an ongoing process, and one preliminary study shouldn't completely change your approach to health. What do you think about this research? Are you doing intermittent fasting, and how has it worked for you? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe for more evidence-based health content. I'll keep you updated as more research comes out on this important topic.